Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest. I'm Seth from the Lonely Stunner podcast, and it's episode 63 of my side quest. Now, this episode is going to be a bit different than usual. It's going to be more similar to episode 60, where it's more scripted and more thought out. Where I normally just go with the flow. But in this episode, I'm going to be talking about something that's honestly it's been bugging me for a few weeks, but in reality, longer than that. But a few weeks is when I've really noticed it. I'm sitting here watching or scrolling through Disney Plus, Netflix, YouTube, and there's literally thousands of shows and movies and videos at my fingertips, and yet it feels like there's absolutely nothing to watch. It feels like we're all just drowning in a content ocean where every drop is mid, you know. So today we're going to unpack streaming services, how they've trapped us in what feels like an endless scroll of disappointment. We'll talk about the rise of the streaming wars, why Netflix is printing money and while everyone else is barely surviving, and how we ended up with so much stuff that still leaves us bored. It's going to be a bit of a rant, I'll be honest, guys. Let's think back to a simpler time. Back when Netflix was just a DVD by mail company that saved us from blockbuster late fees. I'll be honest, I was a bit young around this age. I pretty much grew up in the streaming age. But back in 2007, Netflix flipped the script. Streaming suddenly, you didn't need DVD players, just Wi-Fi and a dream. And for a hot minute, it was perfect. Netflix had basically everything. The Office, Friends, Breaking Bad, all of your comforts in one place. But then everyone wanted a piece. Just like everything in life, everything in business, once you see someone making loads of money, you want to copy it. Because you think, even if I can be second place to them, I'll still print loads of money. Hulu, Amazon Prime, and eventually the big guns, Disney Plus, Max, Apple TV Plus, Peacock, and even YouTube pivoted to streaming originals. Suddenly, every studio and their grandma decided, hey, let's start our own service, and that's how we got the great fragmentation. Like I said earlier, congrats to capitalism. Now to watch Star Wars, you need Disney Plus. For Succession, you need Max. For Stranger Things, there's still Netflix. And don't even get me started on Paramount Plus and whatever Peacock is doing. But here's the kicker. While Netflix turned into streaming into a goldmine, raking in billions yearly, most of these other platforms are hemorrhaging cash. Disney Plus lost over $4 billion in its first 2 years. Max, they've been cutting shows left and right to save money. It's like everyone saw Netflix's success and went, we can do that too, without checking if there's room for 50 streaming services. Like I said before, Netflix is the only streaming company consistently turning a profit. But how are they able to do this? It's because they've got skin in the game and they've been at this for 15 plus years. They've got the infrastructure, the data, and the savage willingness to cancel anything that doesn't go viral overnight. But the newcomers, they're scrambling. Disney Plus is banking on Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar to keep subscribers hooked. And to be fair, those are three of some of the biggest IPs in the world. But even then, they're still hiking prices and cracking down on password sharing. Max is deleting whole shows like Westworld off their platform for tax write-offs. And don't even get me started on the whole ad-supported tiers. Remember when streaming was supposed to be the no ads utopia? Now we're back to commercials unless you pay extra. And let's be honest, here's the truth. Most streamers aren't in this for our happiness. They're not trying to make us happy. They're in it to keep shareholders happy. Quantity over quality, algorithms over artistry. They'll greenlight 100 mediocre shows if one becomes a Squid Games level hit. And guess what? We're the ones who have to sit through the garbage to find the gold. And all that brings me to my next point. Why does everything feel so empty? It feels like half of these shows are AI generated. You've got your 10th Marvel spin-off, the 7th true crime documentary about a guy who faked his pizza deliveries, and YouTube channels pumping out content just to chase the algorithm. I could never relate. Wink wink. Streaming services are stuck in a paradox. They need to churn out endless shows to keep us subscribed, but that means most of it is forgettable. Remember when TV had seasons? Time to build characters. Now shows get cancelled after 6 episodes if they don't trend on TikTok. And the recommendation engines, don't get me started. They're designed to keep you scrolling, not to help you find something good. It's like they're yelling, here's 50 things you might like, while shoving a jump scare compilation and a Fast and Furious cartoon in your face. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so we've got a ton of content nobody's watching. Streamers losing money left and right. What's their solution? Spoiler, it's not about making better shows. Nope, it's all about survival mode. And we're going to talk about their playbook. First of all, price hikes. Netflix just bumped its premium plan up to $23 a month. $23. For that price, I could buy 3 entire chickens at Costco. Disney Plus doubled its subscription cost in 2 years, and don't even get me started on YouTube Premium trying to charge me $14 a month to skip ads on videos that creators already demonetized. It's crazy. But wait, there's a solution. Ad-supported tiers, because nothing says premium streaming services like unskippable ads. For boner pills and TikTok scams, remember when Netflix swore they'd never do ads? Now even they've got a cheaper plan with commercials. It's like streaming services are morphing back into basic cable. And let's not forget the real villain here. Password sharing crackdowns. Netflix is out here acting like the FBI if you share your login with your grandma. Your account is for one household. Cool. But my household includes my broke college roommate in another state. Get over it, man. But the darkest tactic is erasing content. Max straight up deleted Westworld and Willow and a number of other shows. And these were shows that people loved. I can't say I loved them. I never watched them, being honest. But these were shows that some people did love. Just so Max could save on residuals and taxes. Poof, they're gone. Not just cancelled, erased. It's like digital book burning. And for what? So their quarterly earnings report looks slightly less apocalyptic? It's a grim time to be a creative, guys. A very grim time. And here's the thing no one's really talking about. The content overload isn't just annoying, it's changing how we experience art. Think about it. Back in the day, a show like The Sopranos was an event. You watched it weekly, talked about it at work, quoted it with friends. Now, we binge a series in one night, forget about it by the morning, and move on to the next algorithmic recommendation. Streaming has turned storytelling into fast fashion. Shows are designed to be consumed, not cherished. Even the good ones now get lost in the churn. When was the last time you heard someone obsess over a Netflix original show 6 months after it dropped? Stranger Things is the exception, not the rule. And the collateral damage isn't just the viewers, it's the creators, writers, actors, directors. They're all stuck in the grind, pumping out content just to feed the algorithm. No time to refine ideas, no room for weird, experimental projects, just more, always more. No wonder Hollywood's been striking. They're fighting to keep art from becoming the assembly line of sludge. Worst of all, there's no shared culture anymore. There's no water cooler show anymore because everyone's watching 10 different things. We're in our own little bubbles, scrolling forever, bonding over nothing. So I say all of that to ask the bigger question, where does that leave us? And just like Kanye West on an interview with Sway, I haven't got all the answers. And honestly, I don't have the perfect answer. Maybe the streaming bubble bursts and we go back to buying DVDs at a flea market. Or maybe we demand better support for indie creators, rally behind shows that actually innovate and stop rewarding platforms for mediocrity. Until then, my advice stays the same. Don't let the algorithm win. Be intentional. Watch weird stuff. Cancel subscriptions that jerk you around. And if you're feeling brave, try reading a book, man. And here's the thought. Even try and create something yourself. But thanks for joining me on the Seth Solo Side Quest. It's been episode 63. And if you're into videos like this, subscribe. And unlike Netflix 4K plan, it's free. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.